Ever wondered how some people close massive deals while others struggle to sell even the smallest things? In The Art of the Deal, Donald Trump lays out his sales playbook, and whether you love him or hate him, these strategies work. Whether you're selling real estate, products, or just yourself, these methods can transform the way you negotiate and win. I'll break down the 5 powerful sales techniques from the book with real-world examples you can use today. Let's get into it. Think big. The first rule: think big. Trump writes in his book, if you're going to be thinking anyway, you might as well think big. Why does this matter? Because people are attracted to bold ideas. No one gets excited about something average. The first example of this is in the early 1980s. Trump could have built just another office building in Manhattan. Instead, he envisioned a luxury landmark, a skyscraper with marble floors, gold-plated elevators, and the Trump name in the lights. Did it cost more? Yes. Was it risky? Definitely. But that big vision attracted wealthy buyers who didn't just want a home, they wanted status. The second example is selling a product. Think about Tesla. Elon Musk didn't just sell an electric car. He sold the idea of changing the world and owning the future of driving. The sales tip from this: in sales, don't sell features. Sell the biggest, boldest outcome your client can imagine. Next up, know your market. Trump says, I don't do deals just for the sake of doing deals. I do deals only when I sense an opportunity. An example would be the Commodore Hotel. In the late 70s, Trump bought the Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Station. It was run down, losing money, and nobody wanted it. But Trump knew the market. He said that if the hotel was modernized, it could tap into a booming tourist wave. So he negotiated tax breaks, renovated the property into the Grand Hyatt, and turned a failing hotel into a cash machine. Why did he win? Because he understood the neighborhood, trends, and competition better than anyone. The sales tip from this is when you know your market, you don't just sell, you become a trusted expert. Trump's third rule is leveraging your power. He writes, the best thing you can do in a deal is to convince the other side that you have something they want. An example is Trump Tower air rights. When building Trump Tower, Trump needed the air rights above the nearby Tiffany store. Without them, he couldn't build as high. Tiffany's didn't need to sell, but Trump leveraged power by offering them a premium price and emphasizing that if someone else bought those rights, they'd lose control of their skyline. There you can see he's leveraging his power. The result of this, Tiffany's sold, and Trump built higher. The sales tip in this is in sales, leverage comes from confidence and positioning. If your product solves a critical problem, you hold the upper hand. Think of it like this. If you're the only person selling water in the desert, you control the price and the deal. Using timing to your advantage. Timing is everything. Trump writes, the worst thing you can do in a negotiation is appear desperate. The best thing you can do is be patient. An example is the West Side Rail Yards. Trump wanted to develop the West Side Rail Yards in New York City. Instead of rushing in, he waited until the city was struggling to find a developer. By the time he made his move, the city was desperate for a solution, and Trump negotiated better terms. The sales tip in this is if a client is hesitant, don't push harder. Instead, pause, let the pressure build, and watch them chase you. In sales, sometimes saying yes and waiting longer closes the deal faster. Finally, always have a backup plan. Trump says if you don't get the terms you want, be ready to walk away. An example is the Woolman Rink. New York City spent 6 years trying to fix the Woolman Rink in Central Park. Trump promised to do it in 6 months or pay out of pocket. His backup plan? If the project failed, he'd get free publicity for trying. If it succeeded, he'd win big. The result? He finished it in 4 months, under budget, and got national headlines. The sales tip in this is always have an alternative solution. If your first offer fails, pivot instead of giving up. Remember, the power to walk away often gets you your best deal. So here's a recap. Number 1, think big. Bold ideas attract bold buyers. Number 2, know your market. Knowledge equals power. Number 3, leverage your power. Confidence closes deals. Number 4, use timing wisely. Patience always wins. And number 5, always have a backup plan. Options equals control. Which strategy stood out most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more sales breakdowns, hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, always stay smart.